It's more than 5 years since we came here to film on Wanale Ridge, and a lot has changed since then. So we've been back to take a fresh look at the work Evergreen Africa has been doing in this community and the impact it's had on the lives of all kinds of people here. Let's start with a tailoring class. There's plenty to learn about fabric, cut and style. And in the next room there's plaiting and braiding. But these students are also keen to learn about business plans, budgets and marketing. Not so glamorous maybe, but these skills will be essential as they start to rebuild their lives, because these trainees are all young mothers. Early pregnancy is widely seen as shameful in traditional communities here in rural Uganda. So many of these girls had to leave school straight away, while others were forced out of their family homes.
Our girl is used to drop out of school because of pregnancy, and we thank God that Evergreen responded and brought for us a vocational center where our young moms are training in different skills.
It's very bad news for me. When the pregnancy test came out positive, I was in shock. But I thank God that in that hard situation, I came to know about Evergreen Africa. That's when I came here and started doing this course on tailoring.
Evergreen Africa is a small charity whose goal is to lift local communities out of poverty. And it's doing that with a range of programmes aimed at promoting health and education and raising incomes across the region.
A number of our programmes up on the hill are aimed at the empowerment of women. Once women are empowered, women are able to influence things, then things improve, because they don't just think in the now, they tend to think about how is this going to benefit our children, and then they build for the future.
So Evergreen set up this vocational training centre on Wanale Ridge, where at any one time 30 young mothers can learn the skills they need to support themselves and their babies.
After joining Evergreen, I have now acquired a lot of skills in tailoring. Life has really changed. I am not the same Rose, the same person who was struggling with a child, being a teenage mother. Previously, whenever girls could conceive from Wanale here, I would just hear that they have escaped from home and gone somewhere. Then, at the end of the day, their life gets wasted. But I am happy that they get empowered and they keep encouraging others to be part of this Evergreen family.
From each group, 6 trainees are selected for internships with businesses in the nearby city of Mbale.
This is Adija, my best trainee ever. Yeah, she has made me proud. And in the future, as we open the bakery, she'll be one of our workers because we know she can make it.
Adija has been developing her catering skills here at the City Top restaurant. Working alongside her is another young mother and former intern, Rose.
The life before and the life now, there is a very big difference. And I didn't know that I would reach where I am today because it was just like a dream.
The interns can focus on their training, safe in the knowledge that their babies are well cared for in this special centre for young mothers.
I leave my baby behind, and I know that when I leave them, they are fed well, they are cared for. And this gives me hope and joy because I know that my baby is safe.
The health system here is based on the work of volunteers in village health teams who go into every home on the ridge offering advice on how to prevent disease. Evergreen have trained them and given them the tools to do their job. They've achieved outstanding results with marked reductions in low-grade health problems and intestinal diseases, while cholera has been completely eradicated from the area. These primary school children are learning about menstrual health. There's been something of a taboo in the community on subjects related to sexuality. For instance, girls starting their periods often have very little idea about what's happening to them.
Initially, before Evergreen came in to support Rurenche Primary School, our girls could just escape from school whenever they started their menstrual days. They could just escape because they would feel uncomfortable.
Senior girls can get together at this dedicated club to share experiences and information and hand on practical advice.
Since I joined the menstrual health club at this school, I have acquired skills on how to make reusable pads, how to use them correctly, how to keep them clean. And I am also a trainer for other girls. Their reaction was very good. They are very positive about it because at the end of the day, it helps them not to overspend money on buying the disposable pads. And this is very good, and the girls are very happy about it.
Peter Wangolo has been leading a program to help farmers make the best use of their land.
I stay in Bali, but always move out, meet groups of farmers to give them the new skills. You just use little seed and you reap something big. And as I speak, about 600 people within Wanale have so far benefited in this training as I speak.
So appreciate Evergreen Africa for sending us a trainer, and he has been really good. He told us that if you can use the small piece of land that you have and you add in manure that is locally made, we can really get a big harvest.
Once they've completed their training, farmers are given a starter pack of tools and seeds and allowed to use an allotment for a year, free of charge.
There was nothing like we can see now. This place was dry. But after the training, they have added manure, they have applied what is best to revive the soil, and also how to manage the animals to look the way we see now.
I've learned a lot since I joined this garden. The people in the community are always coming to seek advice from me. Their cows are not beautiful like mine. They came and I tell them how I treat mine, and they go back and they do to their animals.
One of the first programs Evergreen set up on Wanale Ridge was the Savings and Loan Scheme. They started with 4 groups and an initial investment of £250, but there are now more than 30 groups generating income in the area. People taking part can save small amounts regularly, which will then be lent out to others at a low rate of interest to help them start or develop a business.
Through the money I borrowed, I've been able to invest in my garden. I've been able to plant some crops. Then I sell the crops and get some money and bring it back to the savings group for other members. Now I feel happy, I feel honored because I'm part of the greater Evergreen family.
This character is part of another long-running program. Villagers are lent a pregnant goat, and when this gives birth, they can either keep the kids to start their own flock or use them to provide food or income.
When we started the goat project, we started with 20 families, but right now we have given out goats to about 300 families in the whole sub-county of Wanale.
This nursery school started with just a few children being taught in a community centre, but it's expanded to taking close to 200.
It's a very great change in the school, not like the way it started, because previously we were just in one building. Now we have more structures and the number of pupils has grown big, and they enjoy their lessons because every class has its own teacher.
I love my children in that time is when I come there in the morning. I do recite some rhymes, say some poems, sing some songs with them. In that I create friendship with the younger children. Life skills have been acquired by the children. Most of the infants which we are handling on this school are very capable in speaking, listening, and writing as well.
The standard is moving up, and even the community are also very happy about the standard of our school.
Evergreen's ultimate ambition is to allow the community itself to generate the income it needs to fund its continuing development. They identified one potential opportunity in an unlikely source: waste plastic. Founder Paul Volson-Logel was put in touch with Judy Gamisha, a young graduate in chemical engineering. Her family comes from the Wanale region, and a few years ago she'd seen the area struck by terrible landslides and floods.
There had been a lot of landslides up the Wanale Ridge and Mount Elgon, and it had killed lots of people, destroyed lots of homes. Around the very area that they were having landslides, I noticed there was a lot of organic waste in the same area. So I was like, if I use the waste from their area, clean it for them, and use plastic that is lying around Uganda, well then, I tackle many issues at the same time, get a material that is very fast, people can get housing, and it's strong. Right now, people will be sleeping, but they're scared. Like whenever it starts raining, they don't know whether they're the next victim. Like people sleep in a state of tension every night. So yeah, so that's what gave me the idea to use the plastic and the organic waste and try to come up with something.
So we've put our ideas together now, and what we're trying to do is to generate a recycling facility that will produce building materials, which we will be able to use for the purpose that Judy wants them for, but also will be delivered in sufficient quantities for them to be able to be sold. And the profit from those sales will sustain Evergreen Africa's charitable program moving forward.
We see the green came back, and life came into the soil. Life came back over this land. In 5 years, you see the green. To me, I'm happy because the community is responding, and I believe everyone, this community is going to be transformed.